We're all standing ourselves up with those feet hip distance apart and just starting off with your neck stretches. So getting things moving. We've just been talking about how we're all feeling tired with our social schedules refilling. So just taking some time now to get rid of any stress or tension that may have built up in that time that we are getting a bit busier. I'm going to pop up myself now. And we're coming back into the middle. Your head is lifted and the shoulders are coming to the ears. Down and away with the fingers to the floor. And thinking about your breathing. So we're breathing into those lower ribs. Back into circles around, big wide circles with the shoulder blades. Head lift into the ceiling. And reverse, take those shoulder blades back together. Give them a wriggle out. Shake the arms out. And let's roll down. So breath into the ribs, nice big deep inhale. And exhale to roll down from your chin to chest. Round and curl forwards, rolling the lower tummy, release the hands to the floor, release the head to the floor. Breath in. And exhale it up. So tuck the tailbone, draw in the tummy, building up your spine, and the head lift, shoulders down, keep going, tip toes. Really tighten your calf to lift those heels high. Breathing in. And exhale back down. So flat foot, chin to chest, round, curl forwards. Release the weight of that head, release those hands. Cross the arms, hold on to the opposite elbow. Let's go side to side. So keep the bum, the legs and the bum still in the center. Bringing your upper body side to side. Get a good stretch of the side body. Along the side of the shoulder blade to your hip. And release those hands to the floor. Breathing in. Exhaling back up. Rounding up. Drawing that tummy. Build up your spine. Head lift. Shoulders release. And on you go. Tip toes. Start to get the core engaging for your balance. Lift those heels as high as possible. Staying steady. And down, flat foot. So don't move your feet. You should be hip distance apart. Take all your weight over into the right foot. Lift off the left. Open up the arms. Just stay as we are and open out that knee to the side and come back. So tummy towards the spine for your balance. We're coming out into a little bit of abduction, opening the knee, keeping your pelvis forwards. Everything in the midline is staying forwards. Drawing that tummy to keep you stable in the center as you open out that knee. And back. Tap and back. Slow to start. And stop and into circles. And reverse your circles with the arms from the shoulders. Forward circles. Reverse circles. Ooh. And stop. Silently land. Hip distance apart so you're able to come straight over. Left foot, tummy tight. And up and out. Open out. Knee to the side. Draw back that tummy as you open out wide. Everything staying straight ahead, apart from the knee, helping the hip to open. Stop in the middle and into your tap and clap. And stop out there in circles. Reverse. Ball from the shoulder. Forward circles. Stop and down. Keep the feet exactly where they are and up onto your tiptoes. See the feet much steadier now. You've really activated the core for your balance. And flatten down the feet. Let's get down to do some circle work on the block. So sit yourself down in the block and you're using the circle. Let's pop our hands inside so your knuckles are on the back of the handles. Head lift into the ceiling and just bring those hands up overhead, a little pop through your chest and down. Touch the floor and reach. Keep those arms straight and active so you're pushing out with the back of your hands. Stay up there and side flex over. Keep your bum stuck and reach out the other way. Reach. Center. Reach. And reach. And reach. Back we come. Keep those arms up. Now you take them down to touching the same thing. You're coming right back up. So make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. So they're not up here. There is that nice space, but the arms are still nice and straight. Let's stay again. Fingers to the ceiling, active arms. Shoulders are in the socket. A little chin tucked towards your chest and turn from your chest. Back to the middle, turn. Feeling the arms getting heavy, but keep them active, fingers to the ceiling. And down. Now give them a little roll back. So what we don't want happening when your arms are up overhead like that is that these muscles are overworking, that your upper traps are overworking. So we want to do the opposite of that. Those shoulders always down away from your ears. We're going to take back up our circle again. And your hands are on the other side now, so they're on the outsides. Inhale. Exhale to twist. And back. And away. Back we come. Twist. Center. Twist. And back. Twist. Back. Twist. And through the center and out. You're going to take that up overhead now. Side flex it over and up and over. A little faster than earlier. Keep the bum stuck. We're getting things all moving out again. Middle and down you come. We're getting rid of the circle now. Elbows, shoulder level, and then open the fingers to the ceiling. Breath in and exhale as if your chin is towards the chest and twist. Middle, rotate. Middle and twist. Go back to the middle, twist. One more time each way. Not a huge movement, but keeping those arms up there takes it to the middle of your back. We're going to pop the hands, the fingers on the head now. Same thing. Nice and tall, head to the ceiling. Into the middle, side flex. Keep the bum steady. Keep the chin tucked, that you have a nice long spine, a nice long neck. Now back into the center and you're bringing your chest towards the ceiling. So you're arching back, keeping those elbows really wide. Come back up into the middle. Arching back, widen those elbows. And up. And again. Back we come. Two more. Keep those elbows wide. Last one. Elbows staying out, but now let them come into touch and then open wide. So we're thinking about opening that upper body, your chest, your upper back. And stay out wide. And bring those fingers to the ceiling again, so the shoulders are up in line with, or your elbows are up in line with the shoulders. We're doing our cactusing arms, so our eagle arms, left elbow stacked on top of right. Turn the palms towards each other. Release those elbows to your body and round your upper back forwards. Release that head. Breathing in. And exhaling back up. Build up your spine. Head lift, fingers lift. To the ceiling. And down. And round. And up we come. And float. And down. And up. And stop in the middle, wide open. Change your crossover, right on top of left, turn towards each other, release. Hand up. And float. And down. And up. Release. Up we come and open out again. Release those shoulders and we're going to do our walk out. So let your fingers walk out in front, eyes towards your fingertips. And now release that upper, release your head, let the upper back will soften. Let you're rounding forwards. Back we come, build up your spine. Head lift, shoulders sink. And let's get down onto the mat, onto our ball. Now, little tuck of the shoulder blades in underneath. And just do a reverse back into your posterior tilt so that you're tilting your pelvis back towards the mat. Release and let it go and tilt back, just starting to activate those muscles around the lower pelvis working, that you're tilting back towards the mat and then hold as you lift one leg and the other. Let's take our right hand into circles. Draw the chin towards your chest. So that little arch at the back of the neck is lengthening. We want to give these bones at the back space, that they're not crushing towards each other. Let that hand drop as you start to circle on the other side. Keep the chin drawn towards the throat or towards chest. So if you think about it, if you spend time watching telly or at a computer screen or reading, your chin often sticks out a little bit, that your head is poking forwards. And that curve at the back of your neck gets really crushed. So we want to do the opposite of that. We're giving it some length, bringing the chin towards your chest. Stop now with your fingers to the ceiling and take the other hand up the side. And just holding everything still. So keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Keeping your tabletop steady. Activating the tummy. Holding everything steady. So can you do your circles together? Stop with the fingers to ceiling. Swap your direction. Fingers to the ceiling. Hold. Release those hands down to the mat and into your toe taps, slow and steady. All the movement is from the hip, so the knees stay 90 degrees. and stop. And extend. So one and then the other. Push out into the heel on your exhale. Draw those toes towards you, straighten. Back we come into middle. Arms overhead. Steady. Up your right hand by your side, left arm, right leg. Reach and stretch. Stop. Fingers to the ceiling, both hands are up. Now we swap over, same thing. Stop. Two hands up, get your balance. Sink those shoulders down away from the ears. Nice long neck. And let's come back to the mat. So pop your hands down, feet down. Bum up. Release onto the mat. Pop your hands on your ribs. And just let the knees drop out. Give yourself a little stretch side to side. Now we're going to turn onto the side. So take your ball with you as you get your head rest. Knees bent. Underneath the shoulder is tucked down and away. Breath in and exhale to take your ball up. Sink that shoulder. Rotate forward. Get those eyes to the ball. Breathe in. Keep the hips forwards, open more, really stand back to bring the ball to the floor. Tummy towards the spine, take that over the top to touch. Reach, sink, open. Breathing in, opening more. Inhale, and over the top. Touch, float, sink, rotate. Breathe in. Take it more. Inhale. Exhale over. Sink that shoulder and open over. Breath in. Open more. Hips forwards. And back. Touch. Pop that ball in between your knees. And take the sole of the foot to the ceiling and your hand up. So together, reverse slam is happening at your leg. And you're opening the arms, arm openings. So chin towards your chest, you have that nice long neck. Everything in your center line is staying forwards. Next time, stay open. Squeeze the top knee towards bottom and see can you open a little bit more. So you want to bring the sole of the foot parallel to the ceiling. Pull the toes to you. Don't let your hips roll forwards. Everything stay in center line. Close. Same again, open and squeeze the knee and try to open the foot a little bit more. And close. Let's change the ball to between your ankles. Breathing in. And exhale. Up. Lift the feet. Close and down. Up. Lift. Close down. Every exhale, you're drawing that tummy back. This time, stay. Squeeze the heels and open wider. And close and open and close and open. And stay and close and release. And let the ball out as you take that top hip, top knee forwards to the floor. Straighten out your underneath leg. Give that hip a little bit of a pat out. If the muscle feels like it's been working hard, just give it a little bit of a pat to start out there. In our new position, take those fingers to the ceiling and kick that leg. Underneath leg to lift and float. Kick down to float. It's not touching the floor. So kick off and float. Little explosive, quick kick and float. Come back into float and move forwards for 2. Circle back for 2. Forward circles. Reverse circles. Forward circles. Reverse circles. Forward circles. Stop and release your underneath leg. Palm touches, both palms touching. Let's go into our extended rotation. So float that hand, be sure your shoulder is down in the socket, and then continue over. Leave that top leg heavy, so it's your anchor, it's keeping you there. Breath in and push into that. So extend and rotate forward. Breathing in, and we're taking it back over the top, touch, float, sink, open over. Breathing in, opening more. Inhale, exhale over. Touch, float, sink. Breath in. Exhale more. Open out into that more. Breathing in. And take that hand over the top. And straighten out the top leg. The 2 legs are kicked out straight. Pointing the toes so they're really actively straight. Options with the top hand. So you can bring it down along your side. That will give you a little bit more balance. Or you can have it in the air, takes away the balance. If you're wobbly when you're on your side, have it in front for a little bit of light hand support. Breath in, exhale the tummy to your spine as you open that foot to the ceiling and down, keeping the legs straight. Stop at hip height, point, lift, pull the toes, point and lift, toe pull, down, point, lift, pull, down. Remember that center line, stays forwards. Chin tuck, we've got a long neck. Two more. Last one. But you're staying at hip height. Don't drop, don't let that leg drop. Keep it straight, point your toe, circles. Two forwards and two back. Two forwards, two back. Forwards for two. Reverse for two. Forwards for two. Reverse for two. Stop and touch with the underneath and down. Keep those legs straight and toes pointing. Stick together and release. And lift off together and down. Exhale, the little rise up and down. And release, hand on the hip, give it a good patter out. Let's roll over, take your ball with you. Knees bent, ball between hands, breath in, and exhale into arse twist. Up, shoulder down, open, keep those hips forwards. Breathe in and open more. Push those hips forwards. Inhale, exhale over the thumb, and your eyes are following that ball. Float, sink. Breathing in, opening more. Inhale, exhale over. Touch, float, sink. Breathing in, opening more. Inhale, exhale over you go. Pop that ball in between. Knees first of all. Double checking that that shoulder hasn't risen up to your eyes or up to your ears. Well, your eyes as well. Breath in and exhale. Stay up there. Push your knee in and see, can you bring that foot more towards the ceiling without letting the top hip roll? And touch. Keep the shoulder down, squeeze the knees a little and roll that foot forwards, but not the hip. Touch. And down. Let's move our ball. Catch between the ankles. As we open, lift, close, release. Roll in that tummy. Stay up there and start into your little openings and closings. Stay, hold, widen. And again, closings and openings. Stay, close, release, push out the ball, give the hip a little topper out, take the knee forwards as we straighten our underneath, one totally straight. Touch those hands, breath in, exhale, float up, sink that shoulder and over the top. Breathe in, open more. Inhale, exhale, close, reach, sink that shoulder and really rotate to open out. Breath in, open it out more. Push into it. Keep that top leg heavy, it's holding you down. Breathing in, back over you go. Let's take that hand to the ceiling, check what's happened with the underneath shoulder, that it's still tucked down, nice long neck in behind, so you've got that chin tucked as if there's a hot air balloon throwing you in that direction. And start into your kicks and hover. So point that toe of the underneath leg. The leg is totally straight, you're kicking and hovering. Kick and hover. Stop at the hover and into your circles for 2 forwards, and then take it back for 2. Forwards for 2. Back for 2. Forward for 2. Back for 2. Forwards for 2. Stop at your float. Keep it floating. Point those toes. Make sure that leg is still nice and straight. And release down. And take the hand down for a second while you reposition. Top leg is also straight. These 2 toes really point. Decide where is your hand, air by your side or up in front for our leg lifts. Tummy drawn right in. Lift, lift, lift. Pull toes down. Point and lift. Toe pull down. Okay, stop at hip height, release the toes, touch. Stick together, release, and lift, and down, and lift, and down. Stop. Back to hip height with that top leg. I forgot to do circles. Forwards for 2. Reverse for 2. Forwards for 2. Reverse. And forwards. And back. And forwards. And back. Stop and down. And give that hip a little bit of a tap out. Okay, roll over onto your back and have a really big stretch out. So point the toes, tuck your shoulder blades in underneath, take those hands overhead and reach out through the fingers and through the toes. Big, huge stretch, take that chin towards your chest. Exhale into that stretch that you're stretching even more. Soften the stretch slightly and now stretch through. So as if somebody is pulling away your right leg and also your left fingertips. So it's a diagonal stretch. Middle, so come back into the center and reach through your right fingers, left toes. Back. Reach the opposite. So left fingers, right toes, big, big stretch. Center and the opposite. Come back into the middle and stretch. Swap. Back into the middle, relax. Take your hands down, you'll wrap these hands around your knees. So take your knees in towards your body. Hands are wrapped side to side. And circle around. Reverse the circling. Back into the middle, feet flat on the floor. Turn the soles of your feet towards each other. Let your knees diamond out so the knees are dropping towards the floor. We're getting a stretch into the groin. Now you're going to bring your elbows up to hip to shoulder level and let the backs of your hands rotate to the floor. So start off with your fingers to the ceiling. Make sure the shoulders are down in the joints and then bring the backs of the hands towards the floor. So you're like a cactus arms like we do at the very start when we're sitting upright. So we're opening up the chest and the upper back again. Okay, bring those knees back together, keep the hands where they are, and now swivel your feet out that they're as wide as your mat. So you've opened out your feet and knees. Keep your hands where they are, your head is lightly in the center, and then drop the knees to one side. So it's a really staggered window wipers of sorts. The stretch is more in your hips than your lower back. So the back of your pelvis is staying on the mat. Come back into the middle and drop the knees to the opposite side. swap. And swap. And again. Nice, straighten out. And take those two hands to the ceiling. Shoulders are tucked down. Gonna pull the toes up towards you, and we're gonna try rolling up from here. If roll up doesn't work well for you, use your elbows to get yourself up. So breath in down here. Exhale the chin to chest. Curl your spine forwards and up. We lost my toes. Inhale and exhale back. Roll back down. So the toes are pulled towards you. Keep the toes and the legs active. Breath in. Exhale, chin to chest, arms to ceiling. Slow, there's no big momentum coming out of the arms. You're not slinging your arms towards your feet, but if you have an issue getting up, use your elbows, push in. And it's equally as important to slow, replace your spine onto the mat. Look at your toes. Keep your neck close to your chin, or your chin close to your throat, that you have a long neck. Take the hands all the way overhead. Breath in. And see how much you can get up without beating your elbows. Slow. You're not throwing those arms. We're peeling away, nice and controlled. Now from being told, roll that tummy into your spine, take your chest forwards. Sit tall and roll. Hands up, reach over. And do a big wide circle now with those arms. We can relax the feet, giving the shoulder blades a last little bit of mobility, gentle stretching and widening them out. Fingers to the ceiling and then release. So release the hands by your sides in a big wide semicircles coming down. Reach through those fingers with nice long active arms. Now when the next time the hands are out by your sides at shoulder level, pop them onto the mat or onto the floor. Palm side down, that your palms are touching the floor. Just check in that you've got your shoulder blades tucked in underneath. So a little lift up to wriggle it back in underneath. Bend your knees, feet are flat. 2 knees to the left. Take that top hip with you all the way over. Look out at the right fingers. You're getting a big long stretch out there. Come back into the middle and swap. Center and swap. Come into the middle, rotate. And back to the middle. And that is us for this morning. Or whatever stage of the day you're doing it in. Are we okay?